Now I want to draw a simple shape with the freehand drawing tool. So I'm going to do another flower, and this time I'll do a tulip. Yes, this is a pretty dreadful tulip. I've got a bit of a stem, and I'll put in a couple of leaves. Alright, now you can see that there's quite a few things here that need changing. The flower's very uneven, the leaves are uneven, the stem's pretty crooked. So we're going to go into the shape tool and just see what we can do to change those. Now when you click on the shape tool, you're going to come up with a set up here. Now they're not available for use yet, but once I click on part of my drawing, we've got a button here that says add nodes. Now I can put extra nodes in there, and so I'll click that, and that adds extra nodes on that piece that I'm working on so that I can more easily pull the shape out. And each piece you click on, you can also add extra nodes if you need to do more of whatever you want to do with that particular shape. You can also pick up a node and move it. I've got a bit of a curve there. You'll see that there's a number of drawing lines moving, and also up here you'll notice that some other buttons become available. One says convert curve to line. So let's click on that, and that takes a bent section. There's this section here. Now this one is the delete node, so I can actually take these nodes out again if I don't want them. And now we've also got available these particular options: make the node symmetrical, make the node smooth, and make the node a cusp. We've also got this, which is break the curve. I'll go break the curve. What's that? That's actually taken a piece out of it. I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to put that back in again. Let's just keep going on what we've got here. And try and straighten up our tulip. Now these two don't meet there, so we need to move the node so that it meets properly. This one needs to go up a bit. This one needs to straighten a little bit down there. That node needs to come over. Now I'm not looking to make it perfect, but what I am looking to do is just to take out the parts of the design. Now we've got these ones available again, so I'm just going to click on these. Okay, now that made that one quite straight, which I don't want to do. It's too straight now. Make the node a corner. I don't want it as a corner. I'm just going to come down here, just add some more nodes to just try and get a fuller and more rounded shape on my tulip. So you'll see that these are quite complex tools that we're using here, and they are giving us the ability to adjust this drawing in quite considerable detail. I might decide that I don't want those looking like that. So you see that there's quite a bit of fiddling around. You may or may not want to do this amount of adjusting to your designs, but it depends on how complex you want them and whether you can actually put your preferred designs together just using the preset shapes. If you can, then they are perhaps a better option. But if you want to do something, a design that is completely original, then you may find that being able to adjust it with the drawing tools is perfect. So we want these ones here to touch or not to touch. So we can pull these nodes back and make them join at the edges. And this end isn't very good, so we'll just try and add some more nodes. I didn't actually put nodes where I wanted it. See how I can, if I'm pushing this design here, see how that's moving the line around? Pull that in a bit. Now that one is no longer touching, so I'm just going to pull it over to make it touch. The flower is still not very good. It's not really, this is a nice curve here, but this one isn't here. So I might just try. That curve's fine. It's this curve that's the problem. It's always the way when you're drawing. It's easy to get one side right and really hard to get the other side to be perfect. And I don't think there's any kind of tool that allows us to make that perfectly symmetrical. It'd be easier if it was. We could just draw one side and then make it make the other side look exactly the same. Yes, that's still horribly off centre. Let's try and bring it in a little bit and see if I can make it. As I said, there can be quite a lot of adjusting depending on how fussy you are. Remember that this is just a shape that you're going to cut out of fabric. Now, it may not matter to you whether in fact on the design the flower is sitting perfectly on top of its stem, because when you actually go to cut it out and applique it, of course you can move this piece so that it does sit there. So I'm not going to get too fussy about moving the whole stem across so it sits exactly in the middle. I'm going to leave it at that. I can go in and colour it if I want, but I'm going to leave it at that for my simple design. And of course I'm going to go and add that to my sketchbook so that I keep it for later in case I want to use it.